Dear students, now we are going to focus on the reactions of hydrogen with metal oxides. Dear students, from this slide you can observe the potassium oxide, sodium oxide, calcium oxide, magnesium oxide and zinc oxides. They are not reduced by the hydrogen because they are more reactive than the hydrogen. That's why they are not going to be reduced by the hydrogen, while the iron oxide, lead oxide, copper oxide and silver oxides are reduced by the hydrogen. That simply indicates that the hydrogen is more reactive than these metals. So with the help of this reaction of hydrogen with the metal oxides, we can easily analyze the position of the metals in the reactivity series. The metals potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium and zinc are more reactive than hydrogen, so that's why they are placed above the hydrogen in the reactivity series, while the metals iron, lead, copper and silver are less reactive than the hydrogen, so that's why they are placed below the hydrogen in the reactivity series. So dear students, this is now I have selected this slide for you. This is the overall reaction of the metal oxides with the carbon and the hydrogen. From this slide you can revise that how the potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium are not reduced by the carbon, while the zinc, iron, lead and copper oxides are reduced with the carbon by heating, while the silver and the gold oxides are only decomposed while heating but not reduced by the carbon. And you can see the potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium and aluminium and zinc, they are not reduced by the hydrogen, while the iron, tin, lead and copper, they are they are reduced by the hydrogen, but this process need the heating, and also the silver and gold. So this is the overall reaction of the metal oxides with the carbon and hydrogen. Dear students, now we are going to focus on the displacement reactions, metal displacement reactions in the aqueous solution. A metal will displace a less reactive metal in a metal salt solution. For example, iron plus copper sulfate. When we combine these two, the iron sulfate is formed and the copper is separated from the salt. This is how you can see the iron is more reactive than copper. If a less reactive metal is added to a metal salt solution, there will be no reaction. There is an example, iron plus magnesium sulfate, and you can see no reaction is going on because the iron is less reactive than magnesium. In these displacement reactions, the metals are competing for the non-metal anions. In the above examples, the non-metal anion is sulfate. Dear students, I have selected this diagrammatic representation for you to show the metals displacement reactions in the aqueous solution. You can see a blue copper sulfate solution, and when we add the iron fillings in this solution, green iron sulfate solution is formed and the pink copper metal is separated. This simply shows that this is a displacement reaction, and this displacement is done because the iron is more reactive than the copper. Another example of the metal displacement reactions in aqueous solution, a blue copper sulfate solution, and when we add the magnesium powder in this solution, you can see a colorless magnesium sulfate solution is formed and the pieces of copper separated from the solution. This simply means that the magnesium is more reactive than the copper. So in this way, these reactions help us to understand the reactivity series. This is some more examples. for the metal displacement reactions in the aqueous solution. Use the reactivity series to predict if each mixture will react and complete the word equation. Magnesium plus aluminum oxide. Magnesium oxide is formed and aluminum is separated. This means magnesium is more reactive than the aluminum. And when magnesium is added to the iron chloride, magnesium chloride is formed and iron is separated. It means magnesium is also more reactive than the iron. This is another example. Silver is added to the zinc oxide and no reaction takes place. That shows this iron is less reactive than the zinc. Copper is added with the gold nitrate and copper nitrate is formed and the gold is separated or displaced. It means that copper is more reactive than the gold. Dear students, now we are going to focus on the metal oxides, and first of all we have to understand what are metal oxides. Metal oxides are compounds made from a metal and oxygen. For example, burning of magnesium in oxygen produces the magnesium oxide. Metal displacement reactions with the oxides of another metal. You can see the zinc react with and displace these metal oxides, and if so, what products are formed? Now we are going to focus on this. Zinc is added to the copper oxide and zinc oxide is produced and the copper is separated. It means zinc is more reactive than the copper. Again, the zinc is added in the iron oxide and zinc oxide is formed and iron is separated. So from these two examples we can easily say that zinc is more reactive than the copper and the iron. Dear students, I have selected some more examples for the metal displacement reactions with oxides of another metal. You can see the zinc oxide, iron oxide and copper oxide, and when we add the zinc oxide in the zinc in the zinc oxide, no reaction, and when we add the zinc in the iron oxide, zinc displaces the iron and zinc oxide is formed and the iron is separated. When we add the zinc in the copper oxide, copper is displaced and the zinc oxide is formed. It means zinc is more reactive than iron and copper. And when we add the iron in the zinc oxide, no reaction takes place. It means iron is less reactive than the zinc. And when we add the iron in the copper oxide, displacement reaction occurs and iron oxide is formed and copper is separated. It means the iron is more reactive than the copper. When we add the copper in the zinc and iron, no displacement reaction occurs. It means that copper is less reactive than zinc and iron. So dear students, in this way we can understand the reactivity series with the help of the metal displacement reactions with the oxides of another metal. Thank you. Now I have selected some homework for you. You have to write down the details of the reactions of metals with water, steam, oxygen and dilute hydrochloric acid, and the answer you will find in your book, page number 272. You have to write the answer on your notebooks and send to your respective groups. Dear students, thank you very much for being with me, and one more request to you, please stay at home and stay safe. Allah Hafiz.